Come on! Cursed storm.
Where are we?
Looks like the captain's cabin. But it's a total mess.
Hello? Wait, shouldn't we just...
Can't hurt to take a look around, can it? Right. Not bad.
Hey, what are you doing?
Keep your shirt on, okay?
I beg your pardon?
Till we've met the crew, we should be ready for anything.
You can't just walk around and steal things. Mr.
Drop the formalities. Call me Lex.
Lex. I'm Anna.
See? Wasn't that hard.
I think first
Hang
we
on.
should...
There's no we, understood? You do whatever suits you, but don't count me in.
Don't you see that all of this concerns both of us?
Don't you see that you're getting on my nerves?
It was a strain for both of us, but we'll get through it.
What just happened to us? You're never prepared for a thing like that.
Pull yourself together, okay?
Hey, I'm doing fine.
What kind of ship is this?
A brigantine. Two-masted transport ship. Not brand new. 10, 15 years old at a guess. But there's something strange about this ship.
What do you mean?
I'm not sure. It all looks like it's been put together with miscellaneous odd parts. I mean, look around. Everything's kind of strange.
You seem to know a thing or two about ships.
I've been around. Even worked on one once.
I thought that our ship was blown far off any trading route during the storm. How could we bump into a trading ship out here?
That's true. A ship like this has got no business being in these waters.
If this is what it looks like inside the captain's cabin, I'm not fond of finding out the state of the rest of the ship.
Not so fast. Maybe the captain thought this was the best way to hide his riches.
Riches? What are you talking about?
A proper captain doesn't boast about what he's got hidden up his sleeve. You gotta look behind the scenes, if you get my drift.
Where did you say you were heading?
I was on my way back to Europe. Quite like you, I reckon.
Of course, but what was your business there?
Well, what were you up to?
I'm a reporter for the daily newspapers back home in New York. I was supposed to write about Spain because their colonies in the New World are...
Blah, blah, blah. Doesn't really interest me.
You didn't say what you wanted to do in Europe.
Believe it or not, there's no place for a man like me in the New World.
What do you mean?
To be honest, I avoid talking about it.
I'm sorry. Why did our ship sink so fast?
We crashed into something, but no one on board saw what it was, which is hardly surprising considering it was pitch black that night.
I'd really like to know what happened.
I'm afraid we'll never find that out.
I don't remember seeing you during the trip.
Might be because I paid a little less for the trip, and I was put in slightly shabbier quarters than you.
Well, anyway, do you think there are other survivors? Maybe some made it into the lifeboats after all.
I was a bit too busy clinging onto that piece of wood while the storm was throwing us around to pay attention to anything else. What's most important is that I'm alive and well.
I've lost my bag.
Come again?
My bag. There are personal possessions inside. When I jumped into the water, I still had it on my shoulder.
Then maybe next time you should look after your stuff better.
Well, maybe you saw it when...
Sorry, didn't see it.
Let's talk later.
Locked.
The newspapers are rather old. There's not much that I can decipher. Well, one of the headlines tells about kidnapped and murdered children from Laje do Pico. It's completely empty. A nightcap for the captain? Old and rotten. Not a place for a good night's sleep. It's got no wick and no oil. The captain might summon the crew with it. As if it was looking at me. Could this be the captain? A picture of a large ship with white sails. It shows a large ship in a harbor. The picture's crooked. I should take a closer look. Let's see what this picture's about. As if it was looking at me. I can take a closer look at things with it. What? There's a small key attached to the back of the picture. That's strange. I feel a faint draft. Maybe there's something behind the books. I'll take the note with me. It's a piece of paper. Someone scribbled numbers on it, and holes have been cut into it. Tons of doorstopper books. Tons of doorstopper books. There is, in fact, a ventilation grid behind the books. Screws hold it in place. The chest is secured with a 3-digit combination lock. I can take a closer look at things with it. It's a piece of paper. Someone scribbled numbers on it, and holes have been cut into it. This thin wooden wall is blocked by something on the other side. A wooden wall with a knothole. I wonder what's behind it. They're nailed tight. I can't make out what was once written on the crates. This setup doesn't look very trustworthy. The ropes are creaking worryingly. The clothesline leads behind the wall and is tied to a beam. They're nailed tight. I can't make out what was once written on the crates.
Maybe we should just wait until someone opens the door from the other side.
I'll be fine on my own.
Yeah, that's pretty obvious.
It doesn't fit here. The portrait of a beautiful woman. The captain seems to have a thing for ships. It shows a large ship in a harbor. Empty. Someone's been thirsty. The ink is dried, and the feather looks ragged. The drawer is locked. I've unlocked the drawer.
Wait a minute. Weren't you the one who got all hot under the collar just because I pocketed something?
I'm looking for a way to open this door. You intended to steal the captain's valuables. You really want to compare that?
Compare what you will.
There are some soggy documents inside. The ink is dried, and the feather looks ragged. That's a lot of books. There's no more room for them on the bookshelf. It's jam-packed. That's a lot of books. There's no more room for that. The drawer is locked. I've unlocked the drawer. I'll take the note with me. If I place the notes on top of one another, I can take a closer look at things with it. It doesn't seem to make sense. Maybe something's missing. It doesn't seem to make sense. Maybe something's missing. They're nailed tight. I can't make out what was once written on the crates. It doesn't seem to make sense. Maybe something's missing. The picture shows a beautiful woman. She seems lonely. This drawer doesn't have a handle and seems to be stuck. This might help me to open something. A new handle for the drawer. I think I can open it now. I'll take the note with me. It's a news article. Someone scribbled some numbers on it. Only 3 numbers remain. If I do it like this, I can see 3 numbers through the holes. That was the right combination. Let's see what's inside the chest.
What? How did you manage to open that lock?
The captain seems to have a thing for puzzles. The combination was split and hidden in a couple of notes.
A crowbar would have done the trick faster.
If I put a crowbar in your hands, I'd be afraid of you wrecking the whole cabin.
Hey, don't be cheeky, lady. Well, whatever. But when you hit gold, I want to be the first to know.
I hope I won't cut myself with it. A strange amulet. I don't want to cut the rope. It would suffice to open the knot. The rope goes behind the wall. I can't undo the knot with just my bare hands. It's too tight. Might work, but maybe there's another way. I'll try that.
How did you do that? Let's take a look. That sly old fox has built himself a secret chamber. And inside is, what the hell is that?
Maybe we can find something here to get the door open.
The pipes go into the floor, probably into the cargo hold. What the hell have they built down there? Maybe it's best not to bump into those guys.
Are you always that negative?
You haven't got a clue about what a crew is capable of doing in order to keep a secret, especially one like this. And what they're capable of doing to people that they find sniffing around, like us.
This might come in handy. Boy, that thing is heavy. The broken part has to go. It's empty and it's broken. This is used to fill up gas cartridges. Looks like the gas is used to light up the ship. These old pipes are huge. The rusty deposits on them suggest that they're leaking. Gas is escaping from the machine. I'd better put a container over the leak.
Don't you feel guilty about rummaging through other people's stuff?
I'll be fine on my own.
Yeah, that's pretty obvious.
As if it was looking at me. Screws hold it in place. Now I've got a kind of anchor. Not the right job for an anchor. This is used to fill up. It's empty and it's broken. It's completely empty. A nightcap for the captain? This setup doesn't look very trustworthy. The ropes are creaking worryingly. The door is locked. That doesn't get me anywhere. The anchor is attached to the door.
Say, what on earth are you doing now?
Trying to get out.
Interesting try. Getting a bit seasick, are we?
Just wait and see. I should try something different. I'm afraid that doesn't help me. I should open the window before throwing the hook that way.
Oh, this must be the most stupid idea that I've ever... Huh?
If you'd helped me to crack the lock, this would have been much easier. The ship that we wanted to sail to Europe, it sunk somewhere out there. The ship that we wanted to sail to Europe, it sunk somewhere out there. Done! The door's open. Let's go look for the captain.
Just a moment.
What now?
I haven't quite finished reading the logbook, and there's other bits of paper lying around.
You mean that you haven't got enough loot?
You've got a problem with that?
I've had enough. I'm off.
Oh, no you don't. You're staying right here.
Get off.
Ah!
Lex! I didn't want that to happen.
I can't breathe. My ribs. I think I broke some.
You're bleeding.
I can't feel my legs.
You need help, and fast.
Agreed. This might be a good time to look for the captain.
Oh my god. Lex, stay with me. Don't pass out.
I think I'm hurt real bad. I might not make it.
It really doesn't look that bad. I'm gonna help you.
These crates, you need to get them off of me somehow.
Okay, maybe I can just lift them off.
Hurry, damn it.
Don't pass out. I'm gonna try.
I'll do my best. The crates. You need to, get them off me somehow.
Hold on. I'll be back in no time.
Damn it! What are you doing?
I'm sorry, I was trying to lift the crates, but they're too heavy for me.
And shoving them down over my leg wasn't really helpful. Damn it! That hurts. Maybe you can make them lighter somehow. Damn it! What are you doing?
I'm sorry, I was trying to lift the crates, but they're too heavy for me.
And shoving them down over my leg wasn't really helpful. Damn it! That hurts. Maybe you can make them lighter somehow.
They're nailed tight. I can't make out what was once written on the crates.
Hey! Where are you going? You can't just leave me like this.
I thought I might be able to find some help.
I'd be crushed until...
As if it was looking at me. There are some soggy documents inside. It's empty and it's broken.